I'm telling them, I'm showing them the whole thing. Yeah, okay. I'm showing them the whole thing.
All right.
Cliff's gonna be angry with me. Cliff thinks this is the kind of stuff that we have to, like, this should be in the paid course, and we are working on a course right now, and I was gonna put it in the course, but we got some new gloves. I'm gonna explain these new gloves to you. I just got too excited. It's my 40th birthday. And I just want to give this. I just want to post it now. I don't want to wait till I have a course for sale. I want to give it to you now. It's my favorite techniques, my favorite combo, and basically free access to the past 2 months of training that we've been doing here. Also, we're going to talk about this lead leg kick. When you first start training, the first thing they're going to teach you is how to do that right there. I get it, but I think it's wrong. I don't think that's the first kick you should learn. I don't think... If you go to a Muay Thai or kickboxing or MMA school, that's the first kick that you're going to learn. I think it should be this. And I'll explain why. I'll explain why that kick is better, more important, more valuable, and should comprise a larger percentage of your training time. And also how to make it a little bit easier, because face it, we all know it, your lead leg sucks. Biggest thing about the lead leg kick is the fact that nobody wants to train it. So if yours is at all decent, people in your gym will be like, yo, that guy's like a lead leg master.
Yeah.
Because it's like a foreign language to them. Mm-hmm. And if I can get like a real vanilla sort of Muay Thai guy or kickboxing guy who's all jabbing low kick, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. And we're sparring and I start getting them with this kind of stuff and it's coming out quicker because my lead leg is a little more, trained. I'm gonna get him to bite anytime I pick this up. Which will lead me to get to like bigger stuff, You could add the harder stuff that maybe you do a little better if you can at all make him respect that you can pop that thing out at any time. And it might be hitting harder than you think. A lot of people kind of think that a lot of these techniques, oh, I'm not hurting this guy.
Yes.
Because if you feel weak throwing it, like that doesn't feel like much.
It's a fucking leg. It's a whole leg. I mean, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, and it's about timing. If I get this guy to like come and attack, right? And he's running into it at the same time.
See, that didn't take much. I mean, he didn't kick me hard enough, but I know if I would have extended on that, I'm not going to want to eat too much though.
Yeah. Our absolute favorite combo, right hand, left kick. There's a bunch of different variations of it. I want to run through the whole curriculum. What we've been starting is getting people to throw a right hand and get them to step out and throw the left kick. That makes it a little easier. Now, Cliff and I are some kind of dynamos with this thing. So we can just throw that thing without having to take a step. I think Cliff can. Okay, Cliff can. See, you took a little step.
Without taking a step?
Yeah, without taking a step. And some people are like, man, I can't do that at all. I have to take some kind of step. It's okay, take the step. We call it a cheat step. And what it is, anything I do early is less I have to do later. So to make this kick awesome, I need to turn this foot all the way around. If I turn it a little bit around, it's a little bit awesome. If I turn it all the way around, it's all the way awesome. Now, if you do that all at once, that's a lot of work. So you can take this little cheat step and start to turn it. And I'm exaggerating a little bit. You can step as much or as little as you need to fix your range up. If I'm this far out, I can step and throw that thing. If I'm in close, I take a little bit of a step to get my foot under me so I can throw it. So the cheat step is one way. Another way, I like the pendulum kick. Sensei Seth doesn't like the pendulum kick. I don't know why. I guess he's been traumatized from me pendulum kicking him so many times. But the pendulum kick is another way you can make that thing a little easier. Important detail. Those of you who value your ACL.
Shout out to Jessica.
Yeah, if I do this, I am intentionally applying dynamic force laterally on my knee. You're not supposed to do that. Turn your toes all the way around. When you kick, your toes should be pointing the other way. You want to hit them with your heel, like this. Ideally, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes you're a little bit more sidewayser than longwayser, but this, over time, is bad. But comboing into this thing off the right hand is sort of natural. Now, we have some secrets, some stuff that's only going to be in the course that is jab and then the lead kick, which we won't show. But this, I think you should learn early. I think you should learn that early. Boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop. For a couple of reasons. One, it's very obvious that the left kick goes after the right hand. You can do same, but alternating is a little more natural. Early on, when people go to throw their right hand, they tend to pitch forward. You shouldn't, unless you, never mind. They pitch forward, and then this step kind of happens anyway. So if I throw that right hand, and I go, and I'm gonna do that anyway, I need to put some stuff behind it to make him kind of not counter me. So if I pitch, step, kick, it's a very natural progression to go from that right hand. Now you should never unintentionally throw yourself off balance, but if done on purpose, it's not a mistake, it's a technique. Now here's the big secret. This left kick could be any left kick. This isn't the biggest secret. There's a bigger secret. This is the second biggest secret. This left kick could be anything. This could be any right and any left, and you should be able to put them all together. So I should be able to go right body, right leg, right calf, right teep, right knee. Which one I do depends on the range, which I can change it or he can change it. If he's very aggressive when I throw my right and he comes forward, it might end up being the knee. If he's running away from me, it might end up being the teep. But pumping the right, then the left, then the right, then the left is the final secret. Because this becomes an infinite combo with infinite possibilities. Because when I throw my right, then I throw my left, I can fall into place and throw this right again. Applied ad nauseum, it would appear, and I'm never really off balance. Then you can create a mix-up game with this, where we go. And then you are constantly attacking while moving forward. And even if they expertly defended, Cliff could defend most of this. Even if they expertly defended, he's backing up, I'm moving forward. My toenail get you? My bad. Sorry, I didn't observe good sparring etiquette. I got him with my toenail. He's backing up, I'm moving forward, so you're applying pressure from a relatively safe sequence. All right? I'm throwing my longest, hardest punch and my quickest kick with the best recovery. That's a good, powerful combo if you're a beginner to intermediate and you want to mix it up and not just do jab, low kick. We do 70 to 80% of our training off our lead leg. I think you should too, because I guarantee when you go to class at your MMA, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
When you go to class at your MMA gym or your Muay Thai gym, they're gonna do 70, 80% on that kick, finishing up with that kick.
You may have a whole pad session with your right leg.
Right leg, and then forget the left one even happened. You know why? Because it sucks. Mm-hmm. It's unpleasant. It's unfun to throw. You feel weak and pathetic throwing that thing. I lied. There's a bigger secret.
And I think it's harder to teach too, sometimes.
Well, it's frustrating. It's more frustrating to teach. You can take a beginner and kind of show him the right kick, and he can start hitting the bag, and it'll start making a lot of noise, and the bag will start jumping around earlier.
Right.
You know, and then you teach the left kick, and it sucks forever. It's like when you try to learn the lead hook. It sucks. It takes a long time to make that thing feel good and look good and actually hit hard. But we don't even have to hit hard. I lied. There's more secrets. There's probably going to be 5 or 6 secrets at the end. Cliff is, when we cut this off, Cliff is going to be like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you should put all that.
Here, I want to be sneaky with it. Right here.
Ah, God almighty.
There you go. Yeah. That's good.
But try to do it without the step. Try to eliminate that step. If you have to step in sparring and in fighting, cool, we get it. But try on your own in practice, Try to eliminate that step. Try. I get it. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel rewarding. Devote some time to that. These gloves are totally capable. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, man, I would love to. Pump your brakes. You can't do that yet. They're not out yet. Make sure you stay tuned, stay subscribed. When they get released, when they drop, I guess I should say, when these drop, you'll know. When I throw my left kick and he blocks, look what happens. Did you see it? Can you see what's happening? Oh, it's a good block. You're absorbing a lot of that impact. He's spreading it out across his arms. The lead leg usually doesn't hit as hard as the rear leg. It's okay to block it like that most of the time. But look at that. You see what's in there? Boom! Bop! They're taking their hand and putting it over here. A huge no-no a lot of the time. Acceptable to block a lead kick like this. All right? Yeah, he might put his hand back. He just put his hand back. That might be what he's supposed to do. But how often do guys do what they're supposed to do?
That's right.
It's less than 100% of the time, that's for sure. So,
You ain't having a block like this either. Like,
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, don't block it like that. You can still break somebody's forearm if you have enough power. Let's show them how to get a little power into it. Oh, I'm giving it all away today, Cliff. Cliff's.
I have to come up with some new shit.
Yeah, we'll just have. Yeah, I mean, this is not our best. This is not our stuff. Man, we already do something different. This is B game stuff. So your left leg sucks. It's not powerful. I get it. You pick it up. You can't make anything happen. Little trick. You're probably trying too hard, too soon. Practice sort of going past the point of where you'd have this kick go. Get this leg up. And guys, I really can't stress how much of this kick is this foot. You know, everyone, when they get the kick in, they think, that goes there. You know, this is what I'm doing. Meh, meh. You can do that with your right leg, or your stronger leg if you're right-legged. You can, from it in the back, you can throw that hard with no technique. This one, not so much. But you're probably trying to do too much too soon and using too much muscle and not enough torque. So we get this foot turned around and my hips are already starting to go over. Practice it in isolation. Stand right here, make yourself throw that thing over. Have your knee bent when you make impact so you can follow through some. And then if you do that enough, you will eventually build up some power to where you can actually move that thing.
And staying on the ball of your feet is very important.
Yeah, up.
Stay on the ball of your foot.
Up.
Put your weight in your back. Like that, yeah.
You can throw it hard over time, especially we're talking about a kick that comes often from somebody's blind side. You know what I mean? Especially if we're going to the head, it doesn't have to be that hard. And if we're going to the body, and assuming orthodox versus orthodox, this is attacking the liver. If we're talking about the legs, we're talking about destabilizing their balance as you hit them as they step forward. Right? Boom. You get that. Another little trick. This one looks funny. We've covered it before, but I think it's worth mentioning in this one. If you're really having problems with your lead leg and nobody's around, this is how you can practice it. You do a little Sanchai move. If you stand planted and just jump and kick. First of all, that's a good move. That's a legit move. That's a legit technique. Because when I jump, Cliff's attention comes up. Right? He thinks like, anytime you see your opponent rise, you think something is up here. So if you jump and kick there, you see Sanchai do that all the time, but if you make people jump, this is how we teach people how to do it here. If you make them jump, they are forced to turn their hips. There's no way once you're in the air to do it the wrong way. On the ground, you can do kind of a crappy version of it. If you jump, you have to turn your hips. But that's it in a nutshell. That's the past 2 months of training that we've been doing here. And it's my birthday present to you.